Recorded to the cloud. Guys, today's episode number 1248. Topic title for today, training for success versus failure. Go ahead and write that down. Training for success versus failure. Now, here's what I found. Many people are training for success when they actually should be training for failure, because failure is far more prevalent than success will ever be. So is poverty more than wealth. Disappointment is going to become more normal in your life than arrival. So in life, the question is not if you will have problems and failures, but how you're actually going to deal with those things, right? We talked about last week how to respond versus react. Most people are reactionary, especially on social media. For me, I choose to be the type of person that responds to the negative situations of life and continues to move forward. So how you're going to deal with those problems, I've found in all the success that I've had, all the failures, all the happiness, that there is no achievement without failure. Okay, the guy behind me right now, Michael Jordan, he literally failed 7 times in a row in the playoffs from 1984 to 1990, and then won 6 titles in a row. Okay, I don't know what obstacles that you guys are facing in life right now. Okay, but whatever it is, they don't matter. You say, well, that's kind of rude. The reality is no one cares what your problems are. They're just glad that it's you having them and not them. Okay, everyone has different kinds of problems. In fact, most people don't care, and they're glad that it's you that's having them, not me, right? They all have the different kinds of problems going on. Some have health problems, financial problems, relationship problems, business problems, all sorts of different things. But what does matter is that your life can change if you are willing to look at your failures differently, because you have the potential to overcome any problems, any mistakes, any misfortunes in your life. I mean, think about it for a second. The last recent failure obstacle that you face, how did you respond to it? Do you know that you have a 100% success rate for overcoming all your trials, tribulations, and setbacks? The mere fact that you are here, you're 100% overcome. But think about the last setback, and you think, man, it could have been this very morning. Maybe you had a big leader leave. Maybe you were taking trades and you lost money. Okay, how did you respond? Did you react or did you respond? Because there's no mistakes, there's only lessons. And this happens with trading, it happens with business, it happens with relationships. We are always learning, and you know that you've learned a lesson when your actions change in a positive direction. On the last episode, we talked about the difference between average people and achieving people is their perception of in response to failure. Well, here's some news. The average entrepreneur goes through 3.8 failures before they finally make it in business. 3.8 failures. Some of you are like, Brandon, I'm on number 7 right now. I mean, think about that with trading. That gives you perspective to keep on going. See, we talked about, in previous Zooms and Go Live calls, that failure is inevitable, but quitting is not an option. Because quitting was not an option, it was a resolve to make sure that we had success eventually. Setbacks are not failures. When we give ourselves permission to fail, we at the same time give ourselves permission to excel, because mistakes are not permanent markers, not sharpie markers, they're temporary. So you want to make each failure or mistake a step to success, not a reason that you want to quit. You want to make it not an option. It's either I win or perish. I burned the boats a long time ago. Because I burned the boats a long time ago, fast forward to 2023, 19 years without a job, raising 6 children with no paycheck from any employer. You have got to burn the boats. Remember, we are training for failure because it's far more prevalent than success will ever be. So we are not down and depressed and want to quit. We know that we are going to be successful. But at the same time, we've got to remember that failure is a necessary part and process of success. You've got to realize that every great champion has gone through massive amounts of failure. I don't care if it's Sylvester Stallone, if it's Michael Jordan, if Arnold Schwarzenegger, every single person has gone through massive amounts of failure. It is a natural part of the process of success. And guess what? It's okay. You're going to lose trades. You're going to have business partners and leaders leave. You're going to have people come and go. In fact, for some of you, maybe someone even leaves a relationship. It is going to happen. In the end, you know, and I know that you are going to win. So this is my message for you guys today. Look, let's have an amazing week. Thank you for jumping on here and supporting the movement. And we will see you guys on the next episode. Have a great day, everyone. And we will talk to you again very, very soon.